of items, but they can be in different locations. There's nothing like that in this game.
I like how a big freaking fire hose is just one slot.
So this is kind of funny. So the bolt cutters, we get them in this room, and by the time we're in the room where we pick them up, we can discard them.
Huh. I kind of do like how they tell you when you don't need it anymore. I mean, they do that in all the other Arty games, but it's just kind of nice.
Yeah, careful. Come on, don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not an infected. No, wait, please!
What the fuck?
True.
He might have been infected.
Oh, stars is soft. No wonder so many of you dead.
And what are you, UBCS, killing your own people?
He would have turned. There's your sense of self-preservation. Go back to the subway station. Don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
Nikolai's motives in this game are just, I mean, other than money, but he seems obsessed with, like, self-interest over everything, and if everyone isn't self-interested, they're, like, scum. It is the most bizarre philosophy I've ever seen.
But if that's the case, if you want to be self-interested, you want everyone else not to be.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Like, I'd be like, oh great, everyone else is weaklings. I can take advantage of them all. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
These parasite zombies have, like, 0 HP for some reason, so that's good.
Huh.
In fact, bullets can go through them, and I actually did 4 zombies with 2 bullets somehow.
It's a trope, but the whole thing of, like, I think they did it on South Park, where it's like a bunch of hired guns, and it's like, you know, you'll die, but they're like, I'll die rich. You know what I mean? Like, Nikolai's like the best example I can think of that, because he's like, I'm gonna mess up this entire city and kill millions of people and potentially, like, help spread something to kill all of humanity, but I'll get money.
Yeah,
it's
for
like,
money.
Okay. Like, it's different if you're like, I'm the CEO of Umbrella, I'm crazy, and I want to just watch the world burn or whatever. It's like, okay. But it's like, oh yeah, the world's in disarray, but I have money. It's like, do you know the first thing that doesn't matter if, like, in a true crap hits the fan scenario is literally money?
What the hell? It scared the crap out of me. I definitely shot her when she was on the ground, too.
Yeah, you did. Might want to, like, save up on bottle caps or something, Nikolai, and not just literal paper money.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna do the Dream Demos section. They did Dream Demos dirty in this game.
Yes, they did. They are only in one section and no other part of the game, which is... The section itself is pretty cool, but it's a shame that they're only in that part.
So this is the first section that I'm bringing, the maximum amount of coins I'm gonna bring. And, yeah, this section is, I don't know. It's intense, and it's actually sort of fun, but it's also just like, I don't know. Plus, we have to see the coolest cutscene of all time.
The one where Jill gets impregnated.
Yeah, it's the weirdo cutscene for guys that are weird.
It's
So you get the lockpick right there.
Oh.
So, because Nemesis isn't... The way that would work is that, because Nemesis is not an area yet, I would go get the lockpick now, and then backtrack the entire city to get all the items. Because doing it while Nemesis is following you is impossible. Especially, we'll see on Inferno how fast Nemesis is.
Even on normal, he's fast as heck. That was my one complaint, whereas, like, almost he was too OP, because at least in the original one, you can, like, kind of get ahead of him, you know?
Yeah, and the game rewards you for outsmarting him. They give you, like, massive rewards. He's imposing. A first-timer is obviously going to die a lot to him. Thank you, Capcom, for this scene.
She's okay.
Also, someone had to animate this. Yeah, thank you. I love this game.
Almost dies. Effing gross. But yeah, he's like, as you guys will see in a little bit, Nemesis is like two... And I think this is, correct me if I'm wrong, coming up after this is the one single time that Nemesis freely roams the city and stuff. Every other time it's scripted.
He does it twice, but it's in the same city segment.
Okay. But yeah, what was I gonna say? He is super OP, where you can't even have a second to think. And I think it's almost too much, in my honest opinion.
And I'm going for all Nemesis kills, literally just because he is so overwhelming that you want to kill him in 1 second.
Almost to the point where it's unfair, because the cool part...
This part is scary. No, 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 no! Okay.
I think the devs kind of missed... I think the devs kind of missed the point with Nemesis in general. Like, he was... The whole deal with Nemesis was he didn't stop. It wasn't that he was, like, super OP. It wasn't that, like, he was, like... Obviously, he's very strong, but it wasn't like, this is the strongest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was the fact that no matter how many times you knocked him down, he always came back, you know? And I think they kind of, like, missed the point on that, if that makes sense.
I mean, they missed the point on most
on
things
every,
in this
yeah.
one. Just get it, just get it. Just don't get hit. That's all I care about. Okay. Man, the Dream Demos were weird in this. Of course, they're in LPs. But at least I didn't get BTFO.
Because if you think about it, it's like, in the QuickTime events in the original Resident Evil 3, you can, there's a couple times you can, like, literally just knock him out with, like, explosions and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's not impervious, but the whole thing that makes him scary and awesome is that, like, you're at the restaurant and he gets hit by a fire, like a big bomb in the back, and he's down for 5-10 minutes. But then he gets back up. And that's, like, the part where you're just like, oh my god, this dude doesn't stop.
Alright, first save here.
And if they would have made a game that I would end up loving, it would have been, like...
Carlos, it's Joe. I've restored power to the subway.
Just more of that. More of, like, why won't this guy die, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of just happening in cutscenes.
Right. I think I know the building.
Like the original Resident Evil 3, correct me if I'm wrong, Trev, but instead of, like, getting a rocket shot thrown at him and then just, like, bashing it away, it would have just hit him, and he would have just came back.
Yes. Yeah. Alright. So first Nemesis portion, Alright. That's good. Go. Okay. He is so fast in that. I was probably like 2 seconds away from getting hit.
It's after me.
What? Run! Come back to the station.
I can't, you're
Not
talking to
until I
me.
get traffic control online.
I gotta walk into this wall.
Also, his voice, Nemesis' voice. It's like you can barely hear it. It makes me sad.
Oh, so... Gotta talk about this for a second. So this game has a difficulty... let me do this real quick. Alright, so luckily that is a one-hit kill. Oh, what awesome thing. You know, like, first kill, Nemesis, you get the Equal Gun Parts A. What do we get in this?
Green herb.
It's not that bad, but...
First aid spray.
Oh,
Oh.
that's what we get.
I mean, how to make your handgun look stupid as hell.
Yeah, her handgun looks very stupid. Also in Inferno, move your ass, because he's down for 30 seconds max.
Oh, wow.
So we gotta run to the subway station immediately.
Can you knock him down where he doesn't get back up? Kind of like he does in the first game where he's, like, down until you get the next area?
I've never tried to, like, knock him down multiple times, but I'm pretty sure no.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Anyway, the thing that I was going to explain, because there's nothing going on right now, this game has a difficulty adjustment. It's
This took me way too many times the first time.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I'm stupid.
It took me like a little bit, but yeah, it's just the first 2 letters of each terminal. Also, this is the only puzzle in the entire game.
Yep.
It's the only puzzle. You know how many puzzles RE3 original has? Like 12? There's so many.
And don't forget,
I'm pretty sure that
random.
RE3 original has the most puzzles in the entire PS1 trilogy. I don't even think it's close. And in this game, there's 1.
And some of them are pretty difficult. Can you get another thing from him?
Yeah, right now. Grenade plus 3 shotgun shells usually take him down. Uh-oh. I just didn't want this guy to PTF for me. Alright.
Toy Uncle. Okay. One thing, I know I've been crapping on this game, but one thing I will say is, in the limited parts that you're in the city, it makes Raccoon City look pretty cool.
Yeah, it's too bad that this is like the only block. Okay, this is a really hard dodge.
But like if this...
Oh, I got it!
Nice! If this was like an actual city, obviously besides zombies and stuff, I would definitely go to it, like go to like the main street or wherever you are. It's pretty cool setup.
Alright, so this is probably the best Nemesis drop, and it's sad that this is the best Nemesis drop. So this is the, I think they call it the moderator. So this increases crit chance with the handgun, but it also makes the handgun take 2 spots.
Oof.
Overall, I don't think it's worth it at all. But doing that section with Nemesis on your ass is not fun, so might as well kill him. Remember this part in the original? It's right here.
I remember.
You get some items. At least it's some cool items.
If I remember correctly, like the rationale for it being in the first game is the mayor's just insane.
Yeah, like how every like authority figure in Raccoon City were just like either corrupt beyond belief or just stupid.
I might be wrong on that, but I kind of remember. Oh, yeah. Is the mayor the one where it's the statue where you put the
so,
compass
yeah.
in? Yeah, so like the mayor's just like literally insane and like a big narcissist and stuff, and that's why he did all that stuff. It's like cool city you got there, folks.
Okay, so this is probably my least. Well, it's not my least favorite portion, but this is pretty bad. Also, they do something else that is a slap to the face to any fan of the original.
I'm excited.
Nice job, Super Cop. I'm impressed.
We back in business?
Yeah, mostly. But we need 30 to 40 minutes to finish maintenance. Nikolai.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Tyrell is actually awesome in this game. Another clear improvement from the original.
Yes, because Tyrell is only in one scene, although done differently a couple ways.
He just like dies to Nikolai's bomb.
Can't pull the trigger when it counts. Hey, take it easy. She'll get you killed.
I've interacted with her one time and I figured out her entire character.
Sorry about that. Everyone's a little worked up.
Sorry, folks.
Okay, do you remember that very iconic catchphrase that Jill says at the very end of RE3? You want stars, I'll give you stars.
Yeah.
They just say it right here.
Hey, wait, Jill.
In this BS,
Come on, you creepy ass stalker. You want stars?
why would they use it right here? Stunning him is the most important thing. So by the way, if I wasn't using the defense coins, one punch from Nemesis is you die.
Cool.
So just, that's one of the reasons why I'm using the coins, and I do not feel bad about it.
He's like unnecessarily fast.
Yeah, and that's him walking. He does run.
It's almost like, I don't know how to put it, like, unnatural.
Yeah, it looks like a mod. Like
Yeah,
you download
yeah.
like a Steam mod, and it's like character movement plus 500%, and that's all they do. They just it's a modifier that they just use a mod on, and that's what it looks like in the finished game.
Is he still following you?
No. All right. Next portion is RE2 Remake asset reuse area.
Oh, that-
I mean the sewers.
Carlos, do you
That
want me?
door that she just closed, that's essentially what it looks like to get into my game room. Could you come with me?
Why is that even in the sewers?
I don't know. It gives her it literally just gives an excuse to be like, Nemesis won't follow you. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it's like, why is he not following me?
All right, so I don't need any of the coins because 100 gammas kill you in one hit no matter what.
Yo, it's like
Oh, here's another case.
Cool.
Oh.
Someone's like, hey, can I see your Daytona Netlick edition? And I'm like, come with me. Input retina scan. It's like, what is that, MGS2, where you have to use someone else's, no, that's MGS3, where you have to use someone else's eyes to, like, open something. Is that 2?
No, yeah, you have to do it with 3.
Okay.
You have to knock out the guy that looks like Raiden.
That's essentially to get into my game room. You gotta get through the retina scan, you gotta do both thumbprints.
Yeah, the breathalyzer that recognizes Spencer's like saliva DNA. Or something. All right, I like 100 gammas in this game. They are absolute damage sponges on Inferno, even with coins, but
Why are you using handgun then?
because the shotgun doesn't do that much damage, and
Okay.
I have a ton of handgun. It dies in like 20 shots anyway. But you have to go this way because the grenade launcher is right here, and the grenade launcher with flame rounds, regardless of difficulty or if you have damage modifiers, does kill hunters in one hit with the flame rounds. So that's nice. We don't have to kill them anymore with the handgun.
Give grenade. Yeah, they are cool looking beasts.
Right. Slow down. It always happens, I don't know why.
I honestly wouldn't even mind, like, a lot of stuff being reused from RE2 to 3 Remake. Like, I legitimately wouldn't if the game was, like, longer. Like, if you had to go to the police station, which, by the way, that's another part that's just...
Why was I mean, we're gonna get to it in 20 minutes, but why do you do it as Carlos? It would have been so cool as Jill.
Yeah.
Like her like reminiscing about like stars and like everyone being attacked, maybe she interacts with Marvin. Because it's a remake, you can change stuff, but no, you do it as Carlos. What a wasted opportunity.
Yo. I actually forgot about that. I thought you didn't go at all. So I completely forgot about that part as Carlos. I've remembered most of the stuff so far, but I have a feeling once we get to, like, the halfway point, I won't remember anything, because it was all just... The only thing I remember is being, like... Is all the Nemesis bosses in the second half are, like... Very, I don't know what the word is. They're not scripted, but they kind of are.
Yeah, they're gimmicky.
Gimmicky. Yeah, that's the word I would
fight
use.
Dog Nemesis twice in different scenarios. Yeah, they're just... And he's an absolute damage sponge. I mean, on Inferno with no coins, it is one of the reasons why I ultimately decided to not do, like, a full new game playthrough. And the Carlos section is a nightmare. Because otherwise, I think I could do it. It's not fun, but I could do it. But I'm not doing Acid Nemesis or, like, any Dog Nemesis without anything.
slightly faster.
Yeah, you go up really slow up those for some reason.
This is a pretty cool. So you get one of those batteries to open doors, and you kind of have to like choose where to use it because there's a couple different places.
It's too bad that it only works for 3 doors.
Yeah, it's a cool idea though.
Spencer, did you know about this? So if you let the hunter, if you don't kill the hunter and it stands right here, if you get close enough, it will actually go and try to kill you through the door.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Pretty cool.
But it can't get through, right?
It cannot get through, but if you do get close to the door, it will want to kill you.
Oh, that's... Huh.
And it actually does it to this door too, but it's very dangerous. I wanted to show it off at least once.
Ching! Man, the hip pouches. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's the second to last one. There's one more after the hospital, so you don't get another one for a long time. Oh, I need the battery.
I like the logistics to, like, the sewer having that. It's like, hey, Larry, can you bring the big battery thing up? I gotta get into the, storeroom.
Yeah, also, why don't you just open the door and then keep it ajar instead of, like, letting it close?
Oh, yeah.
It makes no sense.
But, like, for what logical reason would they need that? It's like, oh, did you remember the battery? Oh, no.
Yeah, and there's obviously electricity running through the walls,
Yeah.
so why?
You get, like, locked inside the sewer. Hey, can you tell the boss I'm stuck in here? Oh, we gotta send maintenance in. Like, what?
This is a pretty cool moment. I like this moment. It's too bad that Nemesis doesn't do anything. He just throws them and is like, oh, I have a flamethrower now. Okay, thank you for giving her time.
So stupid. I really...
Going for it.
I really hate that meme of, like, a bad guy, like, having you dead to rights. It's what is it, like the James Bond thing of, like...
And Nemesis does it constantly.
I could kill you, Mr. Bond, but I won't. It's like, okay. I would have liked it if he, like, tried to crush her head and she, like, stabbed him or something. Like, that would have made sense. Or make it, like, obvious that, like, he's playing with her, but that was not obvious during that cutscene, you know?
Yeah, and even in the original RE3, after Nemesis, or after Jill gets cured of the T-Virus, they even make a point of saying, like, is Nemesis, like, toying with us? Because it seems like, it really seems like he is just, like, toying with them at that point.
And that's fine. They just got to make it obvious in this game, which I do not.
They do not. Alright, so I want all the coins again. Yeah, shotgun shells. That's pretty much all I need. Some healing. Don't need the handgun. In fact, the handgun is not very useful.
All those literal parts you got for it. Like 3 extra pieces for it. Oh, I guess we won't use it anymore. Rip.
Yeah, especially since it takes 2 spots now.
Oh, that is true.
A handgun takes a spot. One weird change that they made, I don't like the inventory in general in this game. It's like just objectively worse than RE2, which it kind of shows that this game was in development at the same time. Like all the good ideas that one team had didn't transfer to the other. But one weird thing that they did is that you can only hold 6 grenade rounds per inventory spot, where the original game, or RE2 Remake, was 10. I don't know why they changed that. But I guess in general you get so many hip pouches so fast that it doesn't really matter.
Those hip pouches that you got, are they simply because you're playing Inferno, or would you get that many already?
They give you 1 extra. They do change where they are. It's been a while since I played normal difficulty, so I don't remember exactly. But I remember them being in, like, similar spots, maybe slightly different. But I know in both difficulties, you definitely get it for getting all 3 fancy boxes for the jewel puzzle. You definitely get one in that battery-locked sewer room, so they're probably all in the same spot now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so this fight is very weird. Even if I wasn't using the assault coins, he dies to 3 grenades, and in this he dies to 2. So don't blink, because this is a quick fight. Very weird.
Heh.
Alright, so he has some HP thresholds, so don't unload on him because he's just invulnerable to damage. Okay. Okay. That fire takes a ton of damage for some reason.
Do you think it's because it's fire?
Still kicking?
Oh crap. Okay. Oh my god. That's his instant kill attack. Die, thank you. I threw the second grenade too early, like just half a second too early, and I thought I messed up that fight. And I haven't saved since the since we were in the sewer or the subway station. I was like panicking hard.
She'll be fine.
Yeah. It is convenient that, that's not convenient, but it is convenient that the building that she had to climb the top of that's on fire had a slanted side, so she didn't have to jump off the entire way.
Can you show off that other costume?
Oh yeah, sure. There's 2 of them. One of them I really like. Her regular design is...
Oh yeah, I kind of remember
Yeah,
this.
it's not bad, but I just like the classic one a lot
yeah,
better.
blame you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, she seems more like a police officer.
If you
with
like
that on.
Jill with jeans, this is for you.
That is a very specific thing I like.
And Stars Classic. I really like this one, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But I like to feel like this is RE3.
I don't think I ever thought about how interesting the, especially Jill's getup is. Because she has that, like, Beretta and everything, too.
Yeah.
It's, in Resident Evil 1. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, berets are kind of military fashion.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't start.
I mean, obviously, a character designer at Capcom was just like, she's cute in this, and I don't disagree.
RIP!
Subway's ready to go. I'll be back.
Thank you, Base Japan.
I cannot believe I perfect dodged his instant kill attack. That was so clutch. What the heck? Why is he... Okay. That was very weird. Yes, the, remember this place?
Yeah. Let's go. Did you go through Kendo's gun shop?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Because,
Well, you don't go, like, through it, but
yeah,
you go...
Besides the police station, that's the only thing in the original 2 and 3 that they share. Which, in some ways is cool, in some ways is different. You know, would it be cool if there were, like, more areas you went through? I suppose. I still love the mental gymnastics you have to kind of go through to, like, understand that RE3 happened before 2, but why, like, everything is available in RE2 to, like, go through all the places, but they're boarded up in 3.
No shit. Look.
Yes. Yeah, that doesn't make a whole ton of sense because RE3 is a prequel. Well, I mean, it's not a straight prequel because it takes place during the events of RE2, but it starts before RE2.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just bad timing is all. Look, Don't worry about me. I'm gonna make other arrangements, okay?
Better. You're the best gunsmith around.
Oh, no.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, that's your job, right? Take care, Jill.
Rip Kendo.
I like the idea of having a gun shop like right outside a police station. It makes sense.
All right. Do I need a grenade? Yeah, I do.
If you're heading to the station,
I hope I have one.
service alley out in front of the shop, okay? The key's hanging on the wall.
He's like the mayor from The Walking Dead. He keeps his bit daughter alive. It's just like my Walking Dead.
Rip.
What, just The Walking Dead in general?
Yeah. Is it still going?
The show literally is. Although I think it's the last season.
Oh, okay.
The comic ended.
Is like Norman Reedus still in it, or did he like
I think
ollie out of there?
I think so. No, the funniest part was one of the main girls, Maggie, who's a pretty main character in the comic. Like, she was on the show for a while, and then she got big because she was on the show, and then she was like, give lots of money, and AMC was like, no. And then she went out and did like movies and stuff, but like wasn't getting enough work, so she was like, I will come back to the show. And AMC was like, for not much money, and she was like, okay. So she, like, they literally wrote her off the show, and then was like...
Now she's back.
Hey, she's back! I'm not sure how they wrote her off, to be honest, because I haven't watched it since, like, season 4.
Alright, this part sucks.